think what a lot of top Smash players will attest to is that if you're not like well-fed or like well-rested before a tournament, you usually do terrible.
But here we go. We're launching onto PS2, the classic mains between these two players, what they're known for. We're starting off Yellow playing aggressively, but a good parry from Morley is going to get Yellow onto the ledge here. Let's see. I'm going to reset neutral now a little bit here, just playing around with lasers.
Yeah, and I think at the start, you know, to start it off, Yellow had some a good idea of just applying shield pressure immediately, just wanting to get Morley uncomfortable. But Morley's not doing bad at all with just keeping explosives on him and near him at all times, which is what most Snakes try to do, especially with characters like Fox that are just going to try to get on top of him at all times.
I like the fact that Yellow is playing around with picking up the grenades. A lot of people are on the Snake is top 3 train, but people who aren't, like Mars for example, just say that people need to grab Snake's grenades more often and play with them like you would Rob's gyro. But now Yellow on the ledge here. Morley going to have an air dodge, going to get caught by the down smash, and that's actually going to be it. I really didn't think that would kill. Maybe an unfortunate air dodge or something like that, but definitely just a misplay from Morley putting him in that situation, and Yellow was able to take advantage of it, take first blood in this set.
Yeah, I think Yellow's doing a good job right now of playing around with Morley's tools, actually. He's grabbing those grenades, he's making sure to play around some explosives, and while he's getting hit sometimes, he's still throwing back enough at Morley to keep him uncomfortable. And Morley seems to be getting kind of ran down. It's not looking amazing for a start.
What an early stock there, especially for Snake, whose main thing, one of his main tools is survivability, either from grenades or just being heavy enough to live to those ludicrous percents, especially on a massive stage like PS2. But Yellow was able to find that early up air and get that kill at only above 100%, which is extremely early for Snake. But we're launching in here to the last stock. We're going to see if Morley can make anything happen. Almost anything will kill Fox at this percent, especially on ledge, except for that dash attack there. But it's going to put Yellow in a bad spot. An aggressive reversal down air, but probably the play you have to make when you're this high percent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and up tilt will for sure seal that out. Foxes do get popped pretty easily, especially at that 200% mark. Almost any character will. But right now, I feel like Yellow is having the control of the game solidly in his hands. Right now, honestly, he's doing exactly what he should. He's just making sure that Snake does not get the lead and just keep it, which is something that a Snake has a really good time of doing, and they can just kind of steamroll as the game goes on.
Morley's been in kind of a scary position here at the ledge, like barely making it back, having to use his air dodge, everything like that. He's going for a hurt-style recovery and will make it back, but right into the legs of an animal as YellowSalami goes ahead and take that game 1 with those up airs. Really what we saw in that game was Yellow got a really early lead, kept Morley on the ledge and didn't let him off, and then just juggled him to hell and back until he won that game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with Snake and Fox, you'd assume it'd be some sort of hunting season, but unfortunately the Fox has a gun. So that does change plans here.
The hunted has now become the hunter. The tides are turned, but when you're a Fox that can talk and fly a ship, you're definitely a bit more smarter than the average red panda per se.
Yeah,
over here to small battlefield.
Yeah, I don't think Snake has seen a talking animal before, so that's got to be a first.
What do you think about this stage counterpick in terms of how it's going to benefit either Morley or Yellow?
Remind me what stage you picked. I did look away.
It was small battlefield.
Okay. I think having those that like smaller stage so that the blast zones are a little bit smaller and explosives can kill a little bit earlier does help, especially since Fox is that lighter character between the two. But at the moment, I don't think it's going to change too much, especially I think it just comes down to a game plan change. I think Morley just needs to make sure he keeps his defenses up and doesn't let Fox, especially, just like overrun him.
You know what, Twitch chat is right there. I did call that the Hurt style recovery, but Morley's been on those recoveries for a while. It's just that Hurt's the one that's been making them known among the wider Smash community. But you're right, I will acknowledge that he knows ball as we launch into game 2.
And we've been recently seeing a Snake uprising, actually, with the most recent voted on Luminosity like official ranking. I think that was Luminosity at least.
The tier list, yeah.
Yeah, the official rankings tier list. I believe the pros have Snake at 3.
Yes, number 3. I'd put Rob there personally, but you know what? With Hurt dominating as much as he is, I understand the placement. But this is Morley we're talking about. He's a whole different beast, and he's got the red on now. He's out for blood, clearly. Good C4 placement. Going to put Yellow into the air, which means that Morley's got the lead headed into this game 2 here. It's really just a question of whether he's going to let that slip away from him. That up tilt almost caught Yellow slipping with the DI, but he was able to survive that.
Yeah, no, Morley's doing exactly what I said that he probably should have. Just keep a more defensive game plan, stay in between those grenades, make sure you have a mine down at all times nearby. But that forward smash, that looked melee-esque of just waiting for the ledge recovery and then punishing accordingly. Oh,
That
God.
was the melee Marth F smash there, if you will. What an aggressive burst option there from Yellow. But honestly, it's really smart. With Morley kind of just trying to fly around with Nikita and hold on to a lead, it kind of can be good to just get in your face and press a big button. And now, Morley was in the lead at the start of this game too, and now is in such a bad position here in a matter of seconds, mostly because of Yellow's dastardly combo game and amazing ledge trapping.
Yeah, and the side B
Wow!
into
What a frame trap!
side B into up smash. That is a true combo, by the way.
No, but he went for the back air, and he either gets hit by the back air or he air dodges and get hit by the up smash. That was a checkmate situation, unless perhaps you pull grenade in time to, have the back air hit that. But Morley didn't choose that option, and so he got put in that inescapable frame trap there. What an amazing awareness by Yellow.
Yeah, right now Yellow's just playing really high IQ Smash Bros, really fast pace, and he's just overrunning Morley, which I think is the one thing that Snake things don't want to happen to them, especially given their character. But wow, that back air just seals the deal.
That was phenomenal. We saw that forward air on the right side of the stage, and Morley gets sent across, and before he can even react with an option, Yellow is already there to hit him with that back air. Fast characters like Zero Suit Samus, like Mythra, like Fox, the kind of characters that Yellow tends to prefer are really good at just being in your face before you've even noticed that they're gone. If you're watching your own character and not the opponent's, you might lose track of them because of how fast they're moving.
Yeah, and I mean, you see Yellow in the player cam just shaking it off a little bit. I mean, he's currently in the lead. He's up 2-0 now.
Hello, Bastion. What do you think about this stage pick?
That's interesting, and I think honestly having the mines that can be set up so that anyone below or above the platform can get hit by those are good, and it's a good shout. But right now, once again, Morley just needs to switch it up somewhere.
Morley's been having a lot of misplays on the ledge, which I think has been really costing him this game. We saw the unfortunate down smash in game 1, then he got forward smashed on the ledge in game 2, and now he's already doing those air dodges, which don't seem intentional to me on the ledge. I really think it's this ledge game where Yellow is really finding his bread and butter.
Yeah, and I think, we're seeing right at the start of this game, Morley is keeping it to the center stage right here. He's definitely not trying to go to ledge if he doesn't have to, and he's just putting his bombs down, like I said, at the middle platform, above and below, so now Yellow has to run into him.
If you hear the words ledge trapping in a matchup where Snake is involved, you would be assuming that Snake is the one doing the trapping. But Fox, an aggressive character known for running in your face and putting buttons, is actually the one doing the ledge trapping. And that back air, the consistent back air that sometimes lies to you, but this time didn't, is going to take Morley's first stock here.
Wow, and yeah, honestly, the first stock every single time has gone to Yellow, if I'm not mistaken, and he's just kind of ran away with it. And so if you're a Morley fan in the chat right here, I think you want to see a bit of a swing in pace right here. Morley needs to just get a good...
Well, there you go. Good reversal up air there off stage from Morley. St. Louis alive and kicking.
I'm going to say get a good hit, and you know what? That was a hit. That was a good hit. I like to see it.
Okay, there you go. Morley just trying to avoid the juggles now. But Yellow predicts the fact that he's going to reverse his air momentum with the grenade and was waiting with the up tilt there. Really smart call out from Yellow. Now we're dancing on the ledge here, returning to neutral a little bit. Morley trying to come back into this game by nickel and diming him with grenades.
Yellow's kind of staying outside of his box, if you're noticing that. He just kind of going to the ledge, running around a little bit. He's honestly not choosing to fight a whole ton. Look, he's just sitting outside that range because he doesn't want to tussle. Look, he goes in and he dies.
Good call-out option. That's such a force to have in a matchup like this. But Yellow responds immediately with that burst option we were talking about. You're going to zone, you're going to play a complicated game, you're going to try to have a high IQ. I'm going to run up and I'm going to push a big button, and just like that, the game is even. Morley's only lead that he's had in his entire game, in this game 3, is now evaporated, and it's Yellow who's looking to take advantage of it.
Oh, no, not the down smash at ledge again.
Not like this.
Be careful. That nair at the ledge is brutal. It can catch some neutral get up, like attack get up. It can a lot of options.
Okay, hold on. Gets caught by the double grenade, but the up air didn't even look like it hit, but it did. And with that, Yellow is going to take the 3-0 sweep over Morley, moving on in bracket, casting the St. Louis Snake, the second one, down into the losers bracket here in top 48. And I really, really do think the main decision makers in that set were the ledge game and the juggling. The juggling was the second part of the equation that we really saw Yellow capitalize off of. Every time Morley was in the air, he would up B, he'd look for a B reverse momentum shift with the grenades, and Yellow was always there to catch it with an up air, with an up tilt. Even in Game 3, we saw up smash catching the landing. Yellow was just ready to call out Morley's landing options every single